Okay, good morning everybody. My name is Dr. Andrew Woodhouse. I am a senior lecturer in the Department of Design, Manufacture and Engineering Management, and in this webinar I'm going to be talking about the design related courses that we run in the department. DMEM, which is what we call the department for short, is part of the engineering faculty at the University of Strathclyde, and Strathclyde has the motto, the place of useful learning. It was founded in the 18th century by Professor John Anderson, and his agenda was to open the access to education for everybody in the city. So that's something that has stayed with the institution all through its long history. And we are a city centre based campus. We've invested a very significant amount of money, in the order of £650 million, in regenerating many of the buildings that we can see in this slide here. And that process is ongoing at the moment. We are currently developing a new learning and teaching building, which will be a hub for our students. So we're based in Glasgow, which is the largest city in Scotland, and it's also a gateway to the Scottish Highlands and the countryside with which Scotland is obviously associated with. So DMEM is part of the Faculty of Engineering within the university, and Strathclyde has a very strong reputation in the technological subjects and with engineering in particular. We have very strong links with industry, and particularly in DMEM, all of our students have the opportunity to work on industrial projects and to have contacts with local companies in order to ensure that their learning is applied and they have a chance to develop their professional skills in the time that they are with us. We are the largest engineering faculty in Scotland. We have a significant amount of equipment and facilities that really puts us in a world-leading position for research and knowledge exchange in this area. Now, DMEM is a unique department. It's the only department in the UK that combines a range of different disciplines in order to deliver a holistic overview of the engineering, design and development process. We have academics from a range of different backgrounds. We have creative designers, technical engineering designers, manufacturing engineers, and engineering management and business strategy academics. So all of these different people are able to collaborate in delivering an education that provides this holistic overview of the development process. This means that whatever course you're doing in the department, while you may specialise in one area or another, you do have this contextual setting that allows you to see how your work and how your course would apply in business and industry. So this is very unusual, and it is a real strength of the department and makes it very distinctive from many other courses or departments operating in similar areas. Now, something else that we put a lot of emphasis on in DMEM is the facilities that are available to our students in undertaking their design and development work. We have a digital design and manufacture studio, which is heavily used by all of our students to design their artifacts, products, systems, and to construct the associated prototypes to allow them to do testing. We have a bespoke facility which integrates both the computer-aided design workstations as well as visualization technologies, a stereoscopic viewer, virtual reality technologies, and also all of the 3D printing equipment. So we have an object printer, we've got CNC routers, an FDM machine, and many other items of equipment. So these are all available to our students with support from our technical staff, and the idea is that there's one space that again is combining these different modes of working and providing this end-to-end digital experience when we are undertaking product development. In addition to that, we have all of the traditional workshop spaces where you can make more traditional foam, cardboard, wood models to support iterative prototyping and testing. But this integrated digital space we see as critical for contemporary product and engineering design. So we can talk a little bit about the two main masters programs that we have in the design area. We have the MSc in Design Engineering and the MSc in Product Design. So the MSc in Design Engineering has been configured for any student with a technological undergraduate degree who wishes to develop expertise specifically in the area of design engineering. Okay, so you may, for example, be a mechanical engineer who wishes to improve their design awareness and understanding of design techniques. And the design engineering course allows you to do that. The course has been designed in such a way that there are a number of optional classes which we'll come on to in a bit more detail further down the line. But there are two particular streams, design engineering with advanced product development and design engineering with sustainability, that you can align with based on your optional selections. And there's also the product design MSc that has been designed for students who wish to build on and consolidate skills in design and innovation in relation to product design. Each of these courses you can achieve a qualification of an MSc, a PG diploma, or a PG certificate. What is the difference between those three qualifications? Well, a postgraduate certificate consists of 60 credits in top modules. So typically 60 credits would equate to one semester at the university. You undertake 2 semesters during the course of an MSc. So if you have 60 credits, then you have achieved that base qualification of PG certificate. If you have 120 credits, which is done through your 2 academic semesters, October through to May, then you have qualified for a postgraduate diploma. Now the MSc requires 180 credits, and the final 60 credits are attained through the master's dissertation, which you undertake primarily after the taught credits have come to an end after the second academic semester. So your MSc is completed from the top part is completed from October through to May, and then from June through to August, the dissertation element is completed. Okay, so here is a bit more information on the structure of the Design Engineering MSc. As I mentioned, there are a number of options that you have to tailor the degree to your particular requirements. So there are 40 core classes, which we'll review in a moment, but there are the 3 different streams that you can then undertake. You can stick with the MSc in Design Engineering, and you have 30 credits where you have a list of classes that you can choose from, or you can align yourself with one of the particular streams. Advanced Product Development has been designed for students who already have a design engineering qualification and wish to focus on higher end modules that would be likely to extend their knowledge in this area and build on classes which they may have already done. Sustainability has been configured for students who are looking to develop careers in this area. And all the 3 different streams, you do still have the option for one further elective class of 10 credits. All students have the opportunity to undertake an industrial group project worth 40 credits. This is a team project which is undertaken with a local company. And then finally, you have to complete an MSc dissertation, and each student has ownership and control of the selection of the topic which is chosen for that dissertation. So the core classes for the Design Engineering degree, we have Global Design, which is a module that supports students to work collaboratively, to learn about cultural and communication issues, and you have the opportunity to undertake a project with students from other universities. Product Modelling and Visualization is looking at advanced techniques to create and view and analyse computer-aided design models. Design Methods is looking at the techniques that we use to generate ideas and to manage design teams. And Design Management looks at the coordination and integration of design as part of businesses. So, if you're following the Design Engineering stream, you have the choice to then take 30 credits from the following list. And you can see there's a fair diversity to the modules here. This is the option that gives you maximum flexibility in terms of how you configure your MSc. So we've got modules ranging from sustainability through to advanced materials. So you would choose 30 from these classes. If you're undertaking the Advanced Product Development stream, as I mentioned, these are designed for students who may have already done a engineering design related undergraduate course. So we are building more advanced knowledge in the areas such as mechatronic systems and advanced materials, production, and so on. And sustainability, as we can see here, all of these are related to sustainability, remanufacturing, and matters of that nature, which obviously will increase awareness of ecological factors in the design process. And then there's the final 10 credits, which is from a more extensive list, and this is something where you can basically look for a module that catches your eye, you think might be something a bit different that you would like to learn more about, and we can see the range of different modules that are offered from the department that you can choose from. So, I also mentioned that there's 40 credits allocated to your industrial group project, and that is a team project that you undertake. The department sources projects from local companies for our students to work on, and you are assigned to a team. Typically, it's a team with students from the same degree as yourself, or it might be mixed with students from an alternative course, depending on the project brief. So these briefs have been set by companies, their problems that they need addressed, and we are aiming to deliver solutions that will be of strategic importance to them moving forward. You work in conjunction with an academic supervisor who meets with you on a weekly basis, and you have the opportunity to visit the companies, to work closely with them, developing an appropriate solution. We have a large conference event at the end of the academic year, where typically upwards of 300 people attend, and that consists of students, industrialists, and academics who all come together to see the results of these projects. So it's a very good opportunity for you to interact with local industry in your time at the university. Now, your dissertation, again, I mentioned that you have ownership and control over the topic which you undertake. So we have an extensive list of project topics that have been developed by academic staff and align with their particular interest. And students have the opportunity to pitch for these different projects and to rate their preferences. They also have the opportunity to propose their own topic if they have something that they feel they would like to work on, which would then be reviewed by staff in the department for suitability. Students are then assigned their topic and supervisor, and you can see the timescale that the projects typically operate on. They are initiated in January, so at the start of the second semester. A justification report is due in May, and the main effort in the project would be undertaken from May to August after semester 2 has finished. The submission typically takes place in early September. So this is obviously a very important component of your MSc. It's where you bring together the taught elements that you have undertaken during the course of the year, where you demonstrate your capability to conduct research and to pull together a significant body of work in a particular domain. Okay, we can now have a look at the product design course, which has many similarities. We have 70 credits worth of core classes, and again we've got a 10 credit elective class where students can choose from a list. We again have the 40 credit group project and the 60 credit MSc. So let's firstly look at the core classes in this degree. Again, we have global design, which I described earlier, which is based around collaborative working, product modelling and visualisation, which is obviously very important for a product designer, and design methods, which again is focusing on tools and techniques to support creative working, design management in terms of how the activity of design resides in business and enterprise, and then the more specific modules for the product design course include the management of innovation, so how we can encourage companies and groups to undertake best practice when it comes to new product development. Design form and aesthetics, which is a blend of theoretical work and applied study in surfacing cultural aspects, branding, and different influences that lead to the generation of particular design forms. And then human-centered design, which is understanding how we can put people at the centre of the design process, undertake deep research in order to reveal human needs and to design appropriate products based on these requirements. Now the list of different elective classes, we can see again it's extensive, and this is the opportunity for our product design students to select something that might be a little bit different or allows them to build on a particular area of expertise that they want to perhaps align with their future career or an industrial sector. And that's something that all our students can do in consultation with academic staff at the beginning of the year. So we have an induction event where students are able to speak to staff about their thoughts on what elective classes and optional classes they may choose, and staff can help with that decision-making process. So our Design Engineering and Product Design MSc have been accredited by 3 different institutions. The Institution of Engineering and Technology, the IET, the Institution of Mechanical Engineers, the IMechE, and the Institution of Engineering Design, IED. So this is, again, very unusual. It's a mark of the quality of the courses that are delivered here. The institutions have visited us, have reviewed the courses, and all of them have agreed that our degrees provide the basis required to be working in these different domains. What does that mean for you as a student? Well, it means that you can apply for scholarships and prizes associated with these different institutions. You are eligible for student membership, and you can also take part in challenges and competitions which run during the course of the year. So these also put you on the path to accreditation when you leave Strathclyde and you're working in industry. If you've been on an accredited programme, then you are fast-tracked towards full fellowship of these different institutions. So we have some different design theme-related staff. Professor Alex Duffy is our head of department. Myself, Dr. Andrew Woodhouse, I am the design theme lead, so providing input and oversight on how all of these design courses fit together. Richard Adams is our postgraduate leader, and he has oversight of all of our different courses. And Anoop Mayer is our business academic and providing oversight of that area. Now, I mentioned that we are an industry-facing department. We have our industrial project scheme where we work with many different companies each year. We also have academics undertaking research in conjunction with many different institutions, and we deliver professional development, knowledge exchange with many different companies as well. And a lot of these opportunities arise through our graduates. This slide shows you some of the places our graduates have gone over the years, and many of these will be highly recognisable to you. So we obviously have students graduating from a number of different courses, and they consequently enter many different sectors. Some students go into graduate training programmes with large organisations such as Ford or Unilever. Others accept entry-level designer positions with companies such as Dyson or Jaguar. Some work for local design consultancies, such as OC Design, and some move more into the manufacturing sector, production areas with companies such as Diageo, who's a high volume drinks manufacturer. What isn't represented in this slide is the many smaller companies, SMEs and micro organisations where students go as well. We do have one logo on there, VH Innovation. That's one of our students, Vicky Hamilton, who has currently developed a business selling knee pads based on her final year design project. And we do have students who take advantage of the support networks in the university to develop their own businesses and enterprise. So there are many different routes available to our graduates. Students who come to us and perform well inevitably go on to have successful careers with many different types of organisations.